Back in effect. We back in effect. We back in effect. I should have got some more drink, but I'm good right now. Oh man, we can't be having this going on. Let me see. Cool, 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 cool. Wait for some people to join in. Join in, join in, join in. We're gonna get into it on this live. This is gonna be a real good live. We're gonna talk about social circles, and this is a great topic for me. I feel like this is my. Let me straighten up, man. My back hurt, bro. Went on a long walk today. I've been walking all day actually. Oh man, I'm one of the uh, hunchback people. I might have to grab that back brace. I have to go back, grab that back brace, bro. Oh man, who's in here, man? Let's talk. Let's talk about social circles, man. Social circles. I really prefer for people to ask me some questions and stuff like that, so we can have some dialogue about the social circles. Every city got a lot to offer, and there's no excuses. We make our own excuses, and that's what I'm living by at this point. We make our own excuses about there's nobody in my city. I can't find friends. I don't get along with nobody. We make our own excuses up, and we haven't even tried all. We haven't even pulled all the levers to see um, what's the chink in our armor. What are we doing wrong? Why? You know, we don't do that enough. So we here in this climate to talk about that, man. This channel is all about prosper, all about it. So if you ain't ready to prosper, you know what I'm saying, it can get crazy because it's 24 hours in a day. It's Saturday too, man. It's Sunday now. Sunday now, but you know what I mean.
Everyone, Chris Ben Chalet here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the YouTube channel that discusses personal development, finances, and everyday life experiences.
I literally got a playlist called Friends, and full of nothing but people talking about how this video is called How to Make Friends in a New City. 5 ways to make new friends in a new city.
And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to make.
See, if you ask me my way is to go on I said dating apps, I'm tripping. Go on Bumble, which is kind of a dating app, but it's a friend app too. And I've been doing extremely well lately on Bumble. It's almost, I've been on there for a while, so it's not even really crazy. But uh, I figured it out and whatnot. Let me see. My boy No Screens in here. Me and No Screens was having a great talk. No Screens be chopping it up with me. That's why I rock with you, cause we need communication, man. Like it's something to be said about that. You know what I'm saying? It's something to be said about communication, bro. I had a, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had my mom buy me a back brace yesterday or the day before that, and I really ain't tell her to buy it. Like I did, but then I was like, nah, I'm good. And she went and bought it. She also bought some tape. She also bought some tape. The tape is y'all know about mouth breathers and nose breathers. Uh, as humans, we're supposed to breathe through our nose and not through our mouth. That's why, ironically, talking and making this video is forcing me to talk, and it's breathe is breath that's gonna more so vent out of my mouth. And the breath is the spirit. So the more you talk, the more you're liable to kind of like hunch over and breathe out your mouth and feel like dehydrated and all that stuff. So let's normalize breathing out our nose. But I'm just going to chill and wait for people to come in here, bro. I'm just wait for people to come in here and whatnot. But I'm gonna watch this video and probably go in there and get that back brace and see if it see if it see how it make me feel first of all. So let me see.
Friends in a new city. How do you make new friends when you move to a new city? For those of you who don't know, I actually moved to South Florida, to Miami, in the summer of 2019. I barely knew anyone when I moved here, and since then I've made an awesome group of friends that I hang out with on a very regular basis. I feel at home in Miami, and that's largely due to the fact that I was able to integrate myself into the city, make friends here, get to know people here as quickly as possible. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing the 5 things that you can do to make friends in a new city. And I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to dive into that right now. All right, the first thing that you can do is to join a social sports league or sports club. There are these non-competitive social sports leagues that exist in pretty much every city here in the United States, and I'm sure around the world as well. And these social sports leagues are a great way to meet people in your new city. Think of it, you're joining something that's non-competitive.
Come on, bro. Who really about to join a sports thing just to make some friends, bro? See, so somebody like this, I will remove him from the playlist. And he probably a cool guy and whatnot, but I ain't buying that type of advice right now because that's not realistic for the majority of people. Some people in here gonna be 40 years old, 80, whatever, and it's we need simple foundation advice. How can I walk to Dunkin' Donuts down the street and have a good conversation? You know, these are tips that people need. Now, shout out to Coach Kyle. I listen to Coach Kyle. He's another YouTuber. He's next up on my playlist. So we're just gonna skip to him. And this is called How to Lead Any Social Circle. And it's called the one thing that will make you the leader of any social group. So we're gonna watch this.
It's having those little leading moments throughout the night that ultimately gets
Hold
the
on.
whole
First
group
of
to
all,
start like looking to you.
my boy, yes sir. This is live. I so the other day I had my mom buy this. I told her not to, but I told her to first, and then she went and did it anyway. And but this is a back brace. This is a back brace right here. I know that uh, no screens. If you're looking at me, I know you can tell that I'm kind of hunched, and a lot of people don't really know. You can't really like you could tell, but you're probably not really paying attention to that. But I also got this tape right here, and I was talking about how as humans we're supposed to be nose breathers. No screens. I don't know if you know that or not, but this is some information I learned probably like 2, 3 years ago, like during COVID. Like, it's a guy named Patrick McQuown that I watch. He go by Patrick McQuown. He go by like YouTube channel Oxygen Advantage. He talks about how uh, humans we not supposed to be breathing through our mouth. Even when I was going for a walk earlier, because I know this, I would purposely shut up. And it is like we're as a species, as men and everything, we're more attractive when we shut up. Like if you even think of that, the chemistry of shutting up is crazy. Like even with just by how we said earlier with women, like you don't gotta talk a lot. They like that. Even as a YouTuber, I don't gotta be doing all this right now, right? I could be saying something, making sure I'm saying the right thing versus saying things. But we got a back brace and we got tape, and this is stuff I told my mother to buy. I support buying my own stuff. I support buying my own stuff, but she went and bought it. So I ain't gonna take my mouth up right now. But before bed and just during the day, and also um lately I've been pondering being a breatharian. So instead of eating, um, unless it's fruit, right? I will break the breatharian diet for fruit. But I'm thinking because I follow some breatharians, and what they do is they do more eating. They don't like they do eat air. Some of them eat air, but really what it is more so they let the sun feed them, and they let the air. They use the air, so they might do breath work instead. So I'm very interested in that. Just earlier, I ate anything out the kitchen because I'm human. I be messing up and stuff, but I take my health adamantly, and I think that when we talk about narcissism, they try to weaponize your health or your finances, anything that got to do. So they try to get you from all angles, but on this channel, we talk about all angles. So it ain't nothing that they're gonna ever do that I'm not gonna be honed in on for real. So right now we're watching a video on my iPhone about it's a coach that this video is about social circles somehow, but we're winging it. But my boy Coach Kyle is somebody I listen to, and he talk a lot about dating and social circles. And we're gonna listen to him a little bit while I put this back brace on and see how this back brace suit me and stuff like that.
To make the bigger decisions too, because like you invited them all out, and yeah, they showed up, but then it's having those little leading moments throughout the night that ultimately gets the whole group to just start like looking to you to make the bigger decisions too, because like you invited them all out, and yeah, they showed up, but at the end of the day, if you just hung out with them for a little bit and you were guys like, what do you guys want to do, and just kind of like chilled back the whole time, and like
I'm here,
other people were just making decisions. I mean, it's okay. You don't need to constantly make every fucking decision, but the fact that you did do that and everyone was agreeing, because people do just like to be led, honestly. People don't want to make the fucking decisions, you know?
People do like to be led. We going this video. I'm gonna let Coach Kyle talk because this is called the one thing that will make you the leader of any social like whatever. And it's a you don't need to constantly make every decision. So you don't need to constantly make every decision. But he's saying like people like to be led. I agree with that. Like from men to women, it don't matter. People like to be led. Like it is crazy because when you grow up in a narcissistic dynamic, that'll fracture how well you do that. You know, a lot of people will be literally, um, they look for people to lead them. Hold up, before you play that, people want to be led, and it's crazy. It's crazy how you could know it but not do it. You know, you ain't answer the semen retention. Oh yeah. So funny enough, brother, and you know I connect everything all the time. I'm like a connecting God. Like I'm connecting everything all the time. So right now I'm talking about my spine. I was talking to my mom one day and I was like, isn't it funny how the spine is like the SP words like spirit, sperm, spine, spur. When you're in a good spirit, it's because you had a spur of energy. Oh man, this was thorough, bro. Da 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 da. Da. And people are gonna automatically assume you have a high spirit. But you might think, no, I don't have. I'm not always like this. I just had a spur. It was a spur of the moment. Something in that moment gave you spirit. So when you talk about sperm, I take that word very deeply because that's what the basis of existence is. This is why I hate when women make it seem like they're like equal or more important. When God said y'all are nothing but the rib. Now y'all are very important, but y'all, stay humble, That's what God trying to say. Like man, woman, da da da. So our sperm is the seed, it's the root, it's the base. I honestly feel like we shouldn't even be beating our meat really at all. Now I'm gonna keep it 100. Like it's really Kama Sutra because we all are all men. I I need to study it more. I really need to study it a lot more. Um, but that's why I'm straightening up my spine because I listened to a yogi maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago named Sadhguru. I'm sure you know who that is because he's like very popular now. Yogi, and he's into yoga, And now I listen to Moji. He's a spiritual teacher, and he's like an Indian guy, the Sadhguru guy, and I noticed my life was enhancing around this time. It was just getting better just listening to this guy because he had like a different spirituality. His stuff was a little bit more scientific or logical. So as a man, I didn't have to like pray to no God and just look outward. It was like he was teaching us how to fix our own life inwardly. And I noticed his spine was more, he would sit like, like that. So I end up becoming curious about it. And at one point, I was listening to him, and he was like, "Yo, our spine is like the center of the universe." And I remembered immediately my mom would always say, "Straighten up your back," but I would never. I would hear it, but it's like, "Come on, bro. This is my norm. This ain't nothing crazy." Like, and my friend back in the day used to, every now and then would throw a little joke about hunchback, this and that. Yeah, it's a spiritual. It's there for a reason. Like, and then they say in your mom's womb. So when you look at a sperm, when we shoot our sperm, it's like a web. It's white, um, and it goes straight. If it's not broken up or like all around like that, it's a straight line, right? And when you look at the spine is still a straight line. I just find it funny how the importance of the spine is so deep to the guru, and like you said, it aligns the chakras. And even when I talk about breath work, how I was just talking about covering my mouth with the tape. One time I put the tape on my mouth. I went to the store with my sister and my mom. Now these are two females, obviously, and it really changed how much of a man I was by how much I wasn't speaking. I never noticed how much I talk and I never measured it. But when I couldn't talk, I seen more of the field like a football player. I seen more things I was not doing as a man, and I seen more things I was doing. I was way more conscious and up here and conscious. The light bulb was on. I never understood how, because women are, see, it's really really tricky, and it's like a whole science. Women are like water; they're emotional in their movement. So I would, from when I was a kid up to fairly recently, I would always wonder like, how are these women? They're women, but in the United States, every family don't got a father, which would be the spine of the household. It would be the standard. It would be the fence. It would be the thing that the women could still be like water, but at least we got this to stop it when things are getting chaotic. Because sometimes water can become chaotic. And so that day when I had the tape over my mouth, I was more of a man than I ever was because I couldn't talk. So because I couldn't talk, what's going on, Damien? How you doing, man? Uh, welcome to the chat, Damon Jr. You feel me? Like, I'm happy you in here and stuff like that. We just talking about the chakra, spirituality, the spine. We talking about sperm. We talking about semen retention, and also like shout out to Junior. Yeah, 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 yeah. What's up, Junior? You know what I'm saying? I hope you stay. I hope you come back. I hope you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Because this is all about really just everything. This is I talk about every. It's nothing I won't talk about. So you're in the right place. But yeah, bro, like semen retention is crazy because it's like a lot. It's like a fad nowadays, right? Everybody's talking about it. It's everywhere. And to be honest, I follow a dating coach that tell us, man, that that's BS. Just beat your meat, do what you want to do. You're a man. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. And I agree with that too. I agree with that thesis too. But as a man, I see that, like, nah, bro, like it's our spine has spiritual wisdom. Like our head sits on it's like, bro, when you go into a room and you see two men and one is standing like this and the other one is sitting like this, you gonna attract to the person with the most confidence. You gonna look at the other person and be like, he might be cool, but I'm not really, he not offering. His value look low. He not really a stand up guy, like so to speak. Yeah, you look at it how he's standing. Like, I can't wait, and I hope this um posture support jump work because I can't wait to the day where I don't have to fix my like I don't have to like sit up and it's just kind of just sitting there like that because it's kind of something all my life now. Semen retention, if we're gonna talk about semen retention, like to be honest, I still be, you feel me? I still be, what I'm saying, falling victim to it and stuff like that. But one thing about me is that I am certainly um, do you participate in it in semen retention? That's all about to kind of say like we could start some where we because I'm not. Here's the thing: I don't pay too much attention to it, so it might be a blind spot for me because I don't really pay too much attention to it, like because I really respect my dating coach because he gave me a plethora of game. Like I got a lot of game from him, and when he say it's BS, I kind of like that he says that it's BS because in a sense it's like you're not going to catch every woman, and so are you really just gonna never I believe in don't hold yourself to standards that's impossible. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do it. You know, if you said, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it for these months," that's different. You feel me? I'm not gonna do it. But to say I'm never gonna do it again because what? You gotta have a reason, right? Because without a reason, it's like that's like not to me. It's not really what you doing it for because it's like you holding back what you know you want to do. You need a reason, like, and then I believe in Googling and YouTube and health benefits because that helps me to stay strong in situations where I feel weak. So if I know that, hey, on just like with fasting, and when I know like after 45 hours of not eating no water or drinking no food, I'm a activate my growth hormones. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as a young black man, we look at all these symptoms of like just all different obesity and people who are underweight who can't gain weight. I think that was one thing I used to deal with. I couldn't, but I was bigger than this down south. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's because I stopped eating. So my mom would tell me you're going to be anorexic or you're going to get worse from stop eating. But what I found is that that's not true. Because if you got a problem, you need to stop eating because our bodies are meant to heal themselves. So when you stop eating, your body is going to fix the malnutrition eventually. And then once you eat again after you fix that by fasting, your body will act as it should have from the jump. But see, when we first come out the womb, they give us this Gerber food and all this stuff instead of breastfeeding us. Then they put you on the bacons. They put you on. They tell you're supposed to eat nothing but fruit, bro. Nothing but fruit. They put you on the birthday cakes, the pop tarts, the ravioli, the oodles and noodles. Once that era goes on, it's a wrap. You have just put your kid on drugs. And so what just happened was that all the things that we gonna fear when we get older are already in motion, like all the diabetes, all the hypertension, all that. So to be honest, it's like we need to stay away from anything bad. And so I don't think we got enough information on masturbation right now. I think they tell us like you can develop some cancers or something. They tell us, but nobody believes that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares. Nah, because I was exposed to films hella early, so it's just cool to have a break from it. That's why I do it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I believe in that for sure. I believe in that for sure, bro. Like 100%, I believe in the breaks. Like I believe in the breaks. Like I believe that. Oh, I see how this go. I don't even think this supposed to go. I don't even think this supposed to go. I think this supposed to go like over a t-shirt. I got my t-shirt in there. You know, I'm extra skinny, so it's like how you tighten this. Oh, okay. Let's see. I don't think this is all right, bro. Low profile fits under clothes. Like I'm just ready to for my back to just be straight already. Gotta adjust it. That's a fact. This is like it's adjustable. Like I just once I get it right, I'm gonna throw the hoodie on over it just so I can just, you know what I'm saying, vibe out and stuff like that. Cause yeah, you gotta adjust it. I don't know much about it either. Yeah, the semen retention, bro. It's like I'm the type of guy though. Just because you ask me, I'ma study it. You know what I'm saying? Cause when I go live, we gonna chop it up about it. Ain't no stones unturned. There's gonna be that one channel, bro, that it's not gonna be one stone unturned because I care. Like my favorite classes in high school was literally science, gym, and health class. I was bad at everything else. I ain't gonna say I was bad, I just didn't care. But those things were fun. That's why my YouTube channel is just straight up geared towards all of it. But we got the tape right here too. But yeah, it's very good to see on my back still. I'm still like this because I didn't. It's something I didn't adjust about it. That's supposed to yeah, it's little. It's probably this. You know, I'm extra skinny, so it's one of them things where it's like somebody who got a regular body would have been able to throw this on and just succeed off the rip. Like, yeah, bro. But yeah, no, I care about the retention. So it's like, you know, I really, when it's November, I make sure I tell any woman on my roster, or that's a prospect. I make sure I tell them that I was watching your old shopping vlogs and when you was just outside and shit. One kid said, watching your videos, but I scared to talk to. He said, you talking about on my other channel or yeah, that's hilarious because if I was getting way more content back then, it would have went up. I feel like I would have already been famous, bro. Like, because when I was down south, I had my roommates. They would act like every here and there, like every once in a blue moon, my roommate would be like, "Yeah, like I was thinking today we could go to the mall, or and I'll record and you could talk to the females, but we didn't have no microphone either." But oh yeah, my other channel was just called Willard um, Daily Willard all together. Daily Willard vlogs. So Daily Willard is together, and I think the vlogs is separate. But no, that channel not really. I ain't post on there in months. Um, but I thought that's what you was talking about. But even on that channel, now that I'm thinking about it, I wasn't recording a lot of that, so I don't got a lot of talking to women. But I'm trying to figure out which one you talking about. I'm trying to figure out what video you talking about. Okay. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. But this the channel, I ain't gonna lie, this the channel where all the stuff is gonna be this my more cared about channel. The other channel, I appreciate you, bro, but it ain't really nothing over there no more. Like it's lit, but it's everything is here. Like I'm lodging. Everything is here. You could go look, but it's not gonna really be nothing that's really like it's not really nothing over there for real. It's a couple videos, old videos, and I was down south. And yeah, there's one over there, and I'm raising some girl up though. I'm raising something up over there. But it's not even the girls that was on my roster for real. Like I had you gotta tape the mouth up, brother. It's the new wave. We taping the mouth up because real men don't talk a lot, you know. We talk when we got to, but we breathe out the nose. When I was doing this, man, it was the best point in my life because I couldn't even argue with a narcissist. It was impossible. Because every time I walk out the room, so when they get to asking me questions, I'm gonna go like this. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. 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 And so that really is a beautiful thing. Because how can you argue with me? You can't. You can't. What you'll find is that 95% of people really don't want to argue with you. They just be doing it because they're bored. I'm talking about the vlog of this channel where you was going to Whole Foods and while you were, oh yeah. Much respect. You had seen the yeah, oh yeah, bro. I'm happy that you peeped it. There's no it's really like it's crazy, bro, because I went to Job Corps at one point. I went in and I always feel like it was moments where I had fear of women. Not too much, but I've certainly had and but it's been some moments where I really oh yeah, auto yeah, dude. Nah, but it's been a lot more moments of no fear, non-fear, less fear, and I kind of grew up around some. I grew up around some real sharks. Like my boy Duna, he was a shark. He was probably the most of the sharks that I ever. My big bro Dot, he was a shark. Uh, my brother, uh, my brother from another mother, he was a shark. And so, oh, my cousin from New Jersey, he was a shark. So I seen it in real time happening, and I knew like, oh man, I'm P to me, of course, but I ain't like that. I ain't like that. So the girls would like me because I was light skinned and a little trained and stuff like that. But and my personality was cool. But when it really came to a street game, like knowing how to really turn her on, like and how to conversate with her to where she stimulated and she really like, dang, he really do it for me. You got to work on that. It's sold separately. You know what I'm saying? That's not no little kid stuff. That's big boy. Cause then you're getting grown women and everything. It come with all age groups at that point. When you could do that like that, it's coming with all. So yeah, I never was really too scared because women always attracted to me. But as I started to take more of a class and wanted to learn it, it's impossible to be scared because I'm the shark now. I'm the see, I'm pursuing you now. I'm not, you know, waiting for you to pursue me. And I feel like my game has gotten worse, bro. Like not in a good way. Not worse as in bad. It got worse for the female because it's best for them to get out my way now. Like if you see me, just turn your head and look down, go the other way because I'm working on myself, bro. Like poetry, I'm into poetry heavier and heavier. I like to play with words. I like to learn new words. I like to put sentences together and formulate them, and just like I got enough of the. I know I watch my coach every other day. I watch him all the time. It's just crazy, bro. I watch him almost every. I've been watching this man for like before the pandemic. I've been watching him for about 4 years now, 5 years now, and it's just been game every night. He go live every night. I watch him all the time, and it's crazy, bro. Like, and I was down south. My roommate was like, "Bro, why don't you just make videos about girls?" And I was like, "Nah, because I don't want to give my game away." And it was funny when I went down there. It was all about me and them as bros at first, but then they realized that I was really into women, and not only was I into them, but wherever we was going, I was talking to the girls, and I think they admired that low key because it's like, okay, he's not just out here on just dependent on us. I had a girl that used to come pick me up, bring me. I met her at work. She'll pick me up, bring me to the clothes stores. You know, she wouldn't buy me nothing because I had my own money. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't even really like ask that. You don't gotta buy me nothing. You know, but as long as you got the whip, okay, pick me up. She picked me up. So my cousin knew, like, okay, my dang big cuz down here, big cuz only been down here for 2 weeks or for a month or whatever. And cuz one time my cousin called me, yo, cuz, like when I first got down there, where you at? You know, work ended at 9 o'clock. You good? I'm like, yeah, cuz, like you keep calling me and shit. Like he like, nah, he just worried about you. Da, da, da. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm like, nah, I'm with a chick though. You feel me? I'm at a chick crib. You feel me? Like, oh, okay, bet. Uh, he was worried because that's my little cousin, but we ain't been really linked up like for years because he moved down south when we were younger, and transportation was like that down south stuff different when you were a kid. You like, I ain't going down there; it's too far. But now that we grown, he was willing to room up with me, and it was a good experience. It was a very good experience. It didn't. I feel like if my YouTube was up and I was making money off YouTube, it would have been. I would have never moved back, but things happen. But bro, like I feel like I be charming every girl I talk to a certain degree. It just depends on where I'm at in life. If I don't got the money to take you on a date, it's go. I feel like I could get every girl in the first day. 24 hours, I can dang near. I ain't saying I'm gonna smash, but depending on where my money and my bag is, and how much control I got over the situation, it is what it is. Because women like dominant men. If you got the whip, if you got the job, it's you giving them you know the term when they say when you talking to them and they're like, you ain't applying enough pressure. They be letting you know like I am a female. If you apply enough pressure, I'm gonna fold. Like it don't matter if it's the first day. Some women, bro, I don't met on the first day, and they told me, "Oh, you sexy as fuck." Da, 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 da. They just be down. No, they just down. It's nothing that no one could do because that's just what their female nature. Like most things happen on a hush. It happens under like no one to even know. Women are like cats. You know what I'm saying? No one would even know. I would never even know if she had a boyfriend. Nothing. You would never know. Like it's all under the table. Crazy. But then like they would never know that. Nah, they is dumb sneaky because they have we us as men we won't even really care. But then it's like that's kind of bad for business because I like honesty. So it's like if you're doing that already, that's why most of these women just supposed to get hit, bro. Like, because that sound crazy and stuff. Not to you, but to like if anybody watched this and stuff. But it's the truth because sex is more common than nowadays what people be making it. We make it like we market everything. Like we make it all like about money and about like TV and like we sell everything and sex is so organic it's not even funny. So it's like 95% of these relationships, the girl just wanted to smash the guy, but the guy didn't have so much experience yet. This is some of my relationships. I was young and naive, didn't have a lot of experience. Like I said, my older cousin, he was a P. He was a real slick talking, like, the type of person when they come in a crowd, everybody is like, yo, bro, like this guy really saucing her up, bro. Like, and then when you young, y'all all just looking like, dang, bro, like he really got game. It was one of those. But like, um, yeah, most of these girls just want to get hit, and it's crazy because we'll literally make it. We'll be the ones that make it deeper than that. And so because we doing that, it's like, who can we blame when we get our heart broken, bro? Like nobody, bro. Like it's crazy. So at that point, it's like they are like cats because they'll go along with it. They'll go along with it because society telling them to go along with it, and then they're emotional too. So it's like, okay, well, oh, he really likes me. Let me pick on him. Knowing that other guys won't see me this way, but this is my one opportunity to see it. I can't just have it no more. I'd rather not. It gotta be something here. I could feel you on it. Hmm. I got mixed emotions on that one, only because partial, right? So I'm a firm believer in there is no coincidences, unless it's a coincidence. So it's like if you know better, you'll do better. But if you don't know better, you're susceptible. So because me and you know better, if we're doing semen retention on some bro shit or on just on in general on some independent man, like, oh, I'm gonna do this. It's no nut November. I'm doing this. Nobody's touching the golden semen this month. Okay, you're in the leadership position because you're a man. So then I'm more liable to kick a chick to the curb without a shadow of a doubt because I'm my momentum is going in that direction. I believe in momentum. Like if I'm liable to do anything if I'm just sitting here. I'm not saying that because that's a weakness too. But I'm saying like I can be stoic and just sit here and be like, no. But I'm saying like it's I feel where you coming from on that. Cause some chicks I don't really want, but I had to grow into knowing that based on different things. So I might see a chick and be like, damn, I guess a chick that live across the street that I had smacked. You feel me? I don't even know if I should be putting that on the internet, but who cares? But nah, I ain't going. I can't even go on that topic like that because this is crazy. But look, it's some females that look very good. It's some females that look very tasty and good, body banging, da 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 da. Da. But it's not all that. It's not all that. So if it's not all that, then you stand your point, brother, when you say I gotta be something there. But what is that something? Because that deal is different for every man, you know. Every man point of giving in is different. Every man point of giving in is different. So if we all running a marathon, you start seeing people you thought was gonna make it to the end start folding. You gonna, dang, I thought bro was gonna be with me. You feel me? I thought bro was gonna be with me because when we was in practice, he kept beating me. But now that we really in the race, I'm winning and bro don't. So that's how life is. It's like everybody pointing giving in because it's some chicks that I feel like, hey, life been beating me up. I need something on the roster. I might take a chick that I think is decent and she might not even be like how you just said, like, it might not even really be too much there with her. But based on the fact that maybe I'm in a town where it's not as many women as the town I was succeeding in when my roster was full of women. So I might have to make a couple, just like a coach of a basketball team or something. I have to make a couple arrangements because where I'm at, if that makes sense. So it's like all relative to where I am. Like, yeah, I look at the relativity, you know, because it's real. If you're a bully here, but then you go to you're a bully in jail, but then you go to prison, you're not a bully no more. So like, you know, wherever you are, it depends on how you're gonna hold up. And so that's how I look at everything. Because that's how they play you in life a lot of times. People play you off of why you think everybody keep killing each other and things keep recycling. It's because people don't learn. Like, oh man, you know, and that's what the whole matrix is built on. Humbling the tough guy, right? Scared straight and all that stuff. We're gonna scare these people straight because you should know that you're not that tough. And it's ironic how when you know you're not that tough, life and the universe kind of give you all these gifts, right? Because you're balanced now. You brought balance to the table. There's no ego. You brought balance. You brought balance. That kills people when you do that. You know what I'm saying? Because people so used to you thinking you know everything. But you brought balance instead. You said, I was wrong. I didn't know. I don't know. Dang, your narcissistic mom don't know how to handle you when you talking like that. I'm sorry. I am a bad kid. I don't know. They don't even know how to respond to that type of talk because you're going with the flow of the matrix, and they used to people fighting the matrix and arguing and trying to nah. Because guess what? When you become slicker, you know, you just win. The matrix is fold for people who are slick, like because that's what the matrix is built on. This is some slick stuff, like some slick. It's built on skill. It's built on finesse. It's built on uh, forgot the other word. Sophistication. That's why women are a sucker for a sophisticated person. They love sophisticated guys. They don't like nerds, but they like geeks. Like I mean, they don't like geeks, but they like smart men. They like meet people who know it all. Like that. They don't got an ego, but they just tend to know everything. They like that. That's why I be looking at Mother Nature all the time. Because Mother Nature, when you just spend time with her alone, it's like it's intelligence that's out in the world that just want to come into you. That's why I'm about to be a breatharian because the air has information in it. I know it does. Food don't got information, especially the food they feeding us. It ain't no information in the food. The information is in Mother Nature. But if you meditate, if you do yoga, it'll break it in. You like you said, you will be turning down a lot of these women, turning around and turning down a lot of these women because it's like, hey, my standards raised. Mother Nature got into me, my standards raised. Because remember we talked about the spirit, the spine, my spirit different. So my spirit different. When you're in a see, that's why I say it's relative. It's relative to even where my spirit is. Because if I'm in a low vibration, I might eat some hot wings. I might be a breatharian to the fullest on Monday, and then Wednesday I eat some hot wings because my vibration got lower. But when my spirit, and that's why I be saying, bro, my mind be lying to me, but my soul is my spirit is the thing that's the real war that's waged, right? On the spirit, on the soul. That's really where the war is with the devil and God, with evil and good. Because my mind can be played with. That's why a woman could throw on a bra, throw on some makeup, and make guys pay money. What? You just worked. You just you just made it out the hood. You just was eating chicken wings and couldn't pay nothing, did all this, and you about to pay for something. Don't get me wrong, treat yourself good. If you want to pay, pay. You feel me? But the problem with it is that you can't get it without paying. Like everybody game ain't the same, so I understand. But it's still like um a certain amount of self-respect too, because women ain't paying for D. I, no, some are. It just depends. You know, they might cook for you. They pay in different ways. But us knowing that, why would we ever pay? Why would we ever pay if all we got to do is become better at learning how to talk to women? That's what's confusing. Like that's kind of what I learned. Like, bro, just sit there and learn. Sit down and learn. People out here got real game. All you got to do is find one of them and learn it and listen every day. Make it a to do list because um, they expect you not to learn that. Everybody, your family, women, everybody expect people to just sit there and just give up on that, right? Beat your meat, like you said, beat your meat and just take that loss. Like, nah, if you mean to tell me all I gotta do is learn how to have a mouthpiece? What's going on, Mad Dog? What's up with you? You mean to tell me all I gotta do is learn how to have a mouthpiece? And I still don't want to. And poetry is fun. I take immense fun in poetry. I have immense fun with poetry. So you mean to tell me that this is gonna help me get more women? But then you mean to tell me then I must want to watch porn because it's A or B. Is only two options. It's only two options. Like poetry is so fun to me. What's up with you, Mad Dog? We're supposed to be talking about social circles, but even with social circles is beautiful because with social circles, it breaks the matrix too because you're not gonna chase women when you got friends, you got homies, and you really have fun with your homies, and you know how to go in any city and make friends. You're not gonna chase a woman, bro, because there's women in every city. So you're regulating something that I know how to regulate it in multiple ways. Because my mentor taught us when he first taught us about game. He said the first thing y'all gotta learn how to do is break the psychological barrier between you and the women. So he knew that from experience that most of y'all guys feel awkward in the presence of women. And it's funny talking to me because at one point in my life I didn't, but he caught me at a point where a little bit I did. So he was like, "Yeah, so y'all just gotta from now on go up to women and say hi. Just go up to them and say hi or how you doing. If you could see yourself smashing that woman, say hi to her." And he said, "Do it to 5 women a day." And I was like, "Wow, okay, cool." So I started doing that, and then I noticed that the barrier, it was an invisible barrier there psychologically, because growing up, society placed women on a pedestal. I didn't do it, but society somehow managed to do that. And it was invisible to me because I was around very good looking women and they was, I wasn't putting them on no damn pedestal, but my friends might have, still somehow I was in a group or a circle where this girl was a esteemed figure to talk about, and whoever hit that was the guy and all that stuff. So, but he taught us like, bro, just say hi or hello. And so that was my self-fulfilling prophecy that I carried around. And when we just see a girl, I would go to the corner store. I would see 2 girls sometimes, 2 girls together. How y'all doing? You know, they'll say something back, and then I'll end it, close it right there. Don't even say nothing else. And doing that every day, brother, it broke the castle down. Cause now you're realizing, like, oh, I could have said more to this girl, or I could have kept going. Or you're just noticing that there is a matrix there, there is a grid there, there is something there that is you couldn't see before that's breaking. And the women are even respecting you just for saying hi. They don't even really care that you ain't bag them or you ain't. They like the fact that you say hi. They already assuming that you're high value or whatever we call it. They're already assuming it because you said what's up and you didn't be thirsty. You just said hi. So now they're a little curious, but you're just chilling. So when you think about game, it's funny because all game is to me is that being yourself, being cool, calm, collected, and just making them think about you, right? It's very luring. It's all about luring them in, like a spider, like how spiders lure their food in, like into the web. It's just like that. But the more game you have, the more you'll lure because women are naturally curious and they already wanna go, you know. But we mess it up. We always mess it up. We always mess it up. We're supposed to mess it up, like you said, because we watching them films growing up. So the films in our subconscious is like, yo, I can see. Look at her hips, bro. Like I could see. I could. See, oh man, like I already know, girl. I gotta get her. Soon as you start thinking in that fiendish way, you're gonna have what you call a cognitive dissonance. Because on one hand, you feel like you could just do it. You feel like you feel like it's easy. It's supposed to be easy, right? And then on another hand, it's not easy. So it's like you're screwed. And that point of time is where all of the truths will be shown. Your hand or the cards or whatever will be shown. And then on top of that, if you don't got a roster, you're food regardless. You're getting chewed up regardless because game to me, when you have a roster, is easier, way easier. Even when I say a roster, I'm not even saying 10 women. I'm saying one or two on the roster. If once you got one or two, you already in the game because you're gonna move way more calm, cool, collected with two on your roster because you got women who want to do stuff for you. They treating you good already. You're gonna be way more relaxed. You're not even gonna chase nothing. You just not. You just not. If you can get your sexual pleasures met by this one chick, and then you got another chick who gives you rides to when you want to go somewhere, you call her, and she'll give you sex. These two women on your roster will make it to where you don't have a thirsty bone in your body. Now, yes, you still gonna talk to women. You should never stop talking to women. But you're gonna move more like elegant with elegance. You're gonna have more self. Well, you should have self respect already, but you're gonna have self esteem. Women are good for your spirit. I feel like they're good for your spirit. We should be able to enhance our own spirit. That's why we're in. I'm into spirituality, but women is good for your soul, bro. They're good for my soul, bro. Like they do, bro. Like I don't know what they teaching us nowadays, but when I got women treat me like a king, bro, it put me in I'm in my element. That's where I'm most happy. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of time. Like when I treat myself good, I'm most happy. But when a woman treat me good, it's a different type of. I can't do what they do because that's a woman. So it's just that's what God did. You know what I'm saying? It's something else. So yeah, I love them for that. But I've also had to learn to train myself to be okay without them because the man who could go without and who could walk away, he's the guy. He's the guy. He's the alpha male. He's the alpha. So we gotta be good at all of these areas. Cause they will play with you. As soon as they figure out you can't walk away from them, the games will begin. It will get crazy. It will get bloody. It'll get bloody, bro. They'll go straight there. They test you in the first couple of minutes. They meet you, test you, see what you're made out of. Either you're gonna be made out of iron or made out of cotton. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say work on yourself though. A lot of these dating coaches who talk about that, I think that they're smart. Like Myron Gaines, even like these fresh and fit people, like yeah, like work on it because get your money up and get your health up. You don't even gotta be like muscular, but just get your like how I got this back brace. Man, I'm about to tighten this junk up and be setting up like this for weeks. Like some god or something. Like and then I'm about to be on my breatharian and then I'm about to be doing breath work. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my zen. I'm in my zen. You know, the most disrespectful thing a woman could say to you is you weird or you got bad energy. I don't care what nobody says. You call me hey, I'd rather be ugly than to have bad energy. Because women don't care if you ugly. They care if you got bad energy. They literally care if you because energy is something that transcends time and space. Like it's you gotta have it, bro. Like you gotta have it, bro. Like it literally determines whether I could trust you or not. Once you moving funny, I'ma sense that my third eye. I'ma sense it. My sixth sense. I'm a sense it. Oh, nah, this person ain't good. I can smell it. I can look how they moving. Look how they show. It shows. So, and that's another thing I'm trying to say. When you have a roster, two women on your roster, a couple women, your energy gonna transform. It's gonna change. There's certain things in the game that change your energy overnight. Like that's one of them. Like put a girl on a guy roster who hasn't had sex in months, and he's gonna change because it's not the fact that he has sex. Well, it kind of sometimes that do it, but it's the fact that he has something on his roster. See, being on the roster is different than having sex. Because if I have sex with you, you might just ghost me, right? If I don't hit it right or something, you might just it don't mean nothing. Now, obviously, we should be hitting it right, but maybe you won't, maybe you didn't, whatever. But there's different types of women out here. So some women you don't even gotta hit it right, but they like you. They like you. Something about you they like, and they not going nowhere. And they just like you. Maybe the way you made them feel, the way you talk to them, whatever it is, you got them where you need them to be at, whatever. And I forgot what I was saying. I'm gonna keep it on. But they need to be on your roster and stuff like that. How quick can you put a chick on your roster? How quick can you put a friend on your roster? You can put a friend on or have a roster of friends. I feel like that's independent to that man. Whoever the man is listening, I feel like everybody at a different point where you put uh, somebody on your roster. Like my thing for females was after we have sex. So once I would have sex with a girl, I would throw her on the roster. Down south, that's how I was doing it. That's how I kind of was taught to do it, actually. You know, because if you ain't even have no sexual interaction, then the woman really don't got no attachment to you at all. She don't got nothing that y'all could say that y'all did together that actually is symbolic or signifies that a sacrifice has been made. There's nothing there. Nothing has happened. So I feel like that's kind of a breaking point, where a woman feels invested, like, oh, okay, I did this for him, so you know, we locked in somehow, some way. So now it's safe to say that she's done something for you. She deserves acknowledgement. That's how I feel like it go. Other than that, you're gonna be kind of like delusional about it. So somehow we got the roster talk. We over here at roster talk. No screens, you still in it, mud? I ain't gonna lie. We talking game now. Somehow we traveled over to the dating segment and stuff like that. Never be ashamed if you got nothing on the roster. Never, never be ashamed of that. It happens. And every September, you're supposed to clear. I mean, every June, I think, or July, you're supposed to cleanse your roster. Start a new roster. Why is that important? Because that's how you continue to grow. That's how you continue to grow in the game. Never get too comfortable. Never get too comfortable. It's getting late a little bit, a little something. Try to straighten up my back. It's just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We touch on topics.
My main goal at a mixer or a social event or even like a house party, my main goal would be to meet everybody. Literally meet everybody. Because you don't want to alienate the dudes. You don't want to just be that guy that's just hitting on the girls. You got to understand we're at an event where everybody is there to meet people and everybody's going to be at the place for an extended period of time. So with that being said, you want to use the environment to your advantage. And the way you're going to do that is by ultimately building social status over the course of 1 to 3 hours. So I would literally just be engaging with everybody that's at the mixer at the event. It's very simple because everybody's literally there to meet people. It's not like a nightclub. It's actually easier than a nightclub in the sense that everybody's here to literally meet people. At the nightclub, you could say like, yeah, well, they're out partying with their group and they're out partying with their group. Some people are there to socialize, but it's not the same as a mixer, right? Or this like group meetup thing. So literally, you should be opening everybody unashamedly. Okay, there's like no reason to have anxiety at this place. No one's gonna be like, why are you talking to me? Okay, it's not like a nightclub where you're gonna get blown out. You know, no one's gonna like reject you. This goes for a house party. This goes for a group meetup, a mixer, some kind of social outing where everybody is gonna be at that place for an extended period of time. I would literally just be going up to everybody. Hey, what's up? What's going on? I'm Kyle. Are you guys enjoying the mixer so far, or what are your thoughts on it? Or how long have you been in New Jersey? Are you guys new to the area? What's up? I'm Kyle. What's your name? Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Bang out that first couple introductions. I would really take it over because I would meet a couple people. How long have you guys been in the area? Oh, okay, that's what's up. Well, listen, yeah, I'm gonna be meeting a bunch of people tonight. I may even introduce you guys to a couple people later on. So I'll see you around. I'll be, mingling at the venue for the next couple hours. It was a pleasure meeting you guys. I say that to that first couple people I meet. Now later on, whenever I'm talking to somebody and one of these people walks by, I literally just bring them into the interaction. Let's just say hypothetically, 100 people are at the mixer for the social event. I open 5 to 10 people, and they're not all going to be alone. So if I open like 5 different groups, maybe half of them were alone, half of them were 2 or 3. I probably already met 10 to 12 people. The rest of the evening, there's probably always going to be somebody in the vicinity. So at that point, I'm just opening new people with the same openers I was just telling you, and then I'm merging sets, introducing people, finding commonalities too. I do this when I'm out with my friends too. Like if I'm out and I know I'm out with my one boy who's Colombian, my girl's Moroccan. Like last night, my client's fucking Indian, and my other boy was Lebanese. Okay, so if I meet anybody that's any of those, I'm just like, oh, you're Colombian? Yeah, my boy's Colombian. Parcero, come here. Right? And then I just introduce them. Like, Colombiano. Okay? Like, I'll literally just be the merger. Okay, so that's how you just take over the whole venue. And the other thing I would be doing is just like getting every single person's Instagram. Literally.
I'm open for
getting
any
every single person's
conversation,
Instagram,
brother.
saying, what are you guys up to next weekend?
I'm just
You guys
listening
go
to
out
my
a lot?
boy,
Are you guys new to the
Coach
area?
Kyle.
Have you ever been to the downtown area? Have you ever been to this one?
I'm listening to some game from my boy Coach Kyle. He's a dating coach / he teaches like how to be better at talking to like guys to his friends, like how to like become, or just women that's friends too. Me and him have kind of the same thought processes, and like I'm kind of like him, but I'm my own man. But like I kind of see like that's why I rock with Coach Kyle. But he teaches you how to like master social interactions with people and stuff like that. So yeah, but I'm open to talk about anything.
And you, like, I usually go there on the weekends. I've been looking for more people to come out. Honestly, you guys seem cool. You guys want to come out? Okay, well, let's do this. Are you guys on Instagram? I'll shoot you a message next weekend if you guys want to come out, or maybe we can link up at some point. I'm usually going out to the venues, or I'm usually going out to blah, blah, blah park, or I'm usually going out doing blah, blah, blah activity. You guys are welcome to join. You don't say all of this. I'm giving you a bunch of different sound bites to say, okay? You're not just like rambling, but you say whichever one of these is fitting to the situation. Even if I were to leave the group and then I come back into the group, they're not going to close off the group because I was the one that introduced them together. So when I come back in, I'm grandfathered into the interaction.
Got it.
It's almost actually, it works in your favor because once I introduce them, I can actually leave the interaction. But the whole basis of that conversation was built off of me. So when I come back in, it's almost like I was there the whole time since I was the one that brought them together. Like it's the correlation, I'm still connected into the conversation. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And by the way, if you want to work with me personally to implement any of the techniques in this video to become more socially confident, get more women in your life,
This is you.
I'm
Or
open
at
to
least
it.
it could be you. You've been island hopping through Greece with a group of people you just met.
Next, your circle, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to like break up with them. It doesn't need to be this like, we can't be friends
I'm
anymore. 'cause I've
open to
outgrown
it.
you.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just focused on other things right now. But when I get established how I want to be, I'm probably gonna, ball out and stuff like that. I used to take it serious, real serious and stuff. But it's yeah, I'm focused on like, cause like for me, yeah, I still ball though. Yeah, if it's a situation, yeah, I'm a situational baller now. That's kind of what it is. I'm really hooked on this phase of like what we talking about as far as like health and just it's certain things that outshadow basketball for me right now. I'll give you a bucket. uh, uh, I don't know, my guy. Yeah. See, basketball. My grandfather put me into basketball. My favorite basketball player used to navigate to. At one point, it was Tracy McGrady when I was younger. With Tracy McGrady. Uh, then the last person and who it still is to be is Kevin Durant. Uh, but I used to ball in high school, my neighborhood. Used to ball around. And yeah, I do have a little bit I take the basketball serious a little bit just because it's like, but now I'm into chess, bro. I'm into chess. Like that replaces it for me. Like talking to women, chess, spirituality, and certain things are, but basketball is still beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. I like basketball still. But talking to women, bro, is like a sport to me. Certain other things. But nah, bro, like, yeah, I don't know, my guy.
It doesn't need to be like that.
just ghost them.
Yeah, it's easier. Well, I mean, this friend that I'm talking about. So I've talked on the show before that I like the sports gamble, right? So that's like a thing of mine. And I like anything. Something like that can turn into a serious addiction and an issue and a problem. I like to think I'm a pretty self-aware person, and so I really monitor a lot of the.
No, I ain't gonna lie. It was some guys who was talking about social circle and friend groups that was really, really um, talking about it in a way that made so much sense. And that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. I could go to Coach Kyle, and Coach Kyle gonna give us game every time. I'm looking at my playlist right now. Play one of Coach Kyle's while I look for them other people.
Let's talk
This is called how to skyrocket your social status at house parties, meetups, and mixtures. I meet most of the people online nowadays. Like I got a Bumble, and I just literally do like 3 sentences, and then I give the person my number and be like, "Yo, text me, bro." Da da da. Move to the text, and then from there, it's supposed to be like some form of a meetup. You feel me? But
BetterHelp. If you ever feel anxious,
the
depressed,
meetup part is the more, I would call it, intricate part, because it boils down to you. Like me, I'm a vegetarian, so I had somebody offer me to go um, to the bar, like get drinks, whatever. And for me, I'm gonna have to now study a little bit to see what is vegetarian. Like, what is when you go to the bar? What do vegetarians buy? You feel me? And my mom gave me some game on that the other day about something I could probably drink, but you know, I'm so picky. I always gotta get exactly what I want to get. So, when it come to dating women, we could go get ice cream, or we could go get coffee or hot chocolate or whatever. And I'm gonna have to get vegan. Get a salad from the bar. I mean, like drinks, like you know, when you go to the bar, like with a homie or a potential homie, like it's like it's like you want to look cool, you still want to fit in. Like how I told you about the herbal blend, the smoking. You you wanna be indisguisable. You know what I'm saying? You want people to know like, okay, but he's still hip, he's still with it. You know what I'm saying? You want to get like a little drink. Like my mentor don't really drink, so he said he get like a Sprite or like an orange juice or something. Oh man, he not even a vegetarian, but he just don't drink. I feel like as a vegetarian, I gotta benefit if I go to the bar because I'm not even really. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm not a bar guy, but I ain't never really, too much did it like. So I gotta find something that really hit to make me want to go to the bar, to make me want to mangle some more. You know what I'm saying? Make me want to just be in different environments. I think my mom said like a margarita, something. I don't know what she said, but that's the price of being healthy, bro. Like you gotta do it. Like, cause whatever I do, I'm talking people into doing it. I never want to avoid. Yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this is normal stuff. Like this is normal stuff. We gotta let me know. Those screens. What's the part of the social world, like social game that you struggle with? Like, what's the part of like if you had to name one part of like social game, like, what part do you feel like is like a weak spot for you? I gotta get out my comfort zone. Yeah, me too. That's one thing my mom always be kind of like edging me, even earlier today. Like, yeah, you only went outside for 3 hours. Da 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 da. We wouldn't be arguing. Like, why would you go outside for 3 hours? You letting all these mosquitoes in and out the house. But when I was just laying in one spot, then it was a different thing. But now that I'm leaving, but I'm not gonna stay outside if I'm not like you said at a bar or at a friend house. I'm not just gonna stay outside for out. My legs hurt, bro. I want to come in the house. I'm a little closed off. Yeah, I think that's very common. Most people just want one friend, like that they could just, or they're used to having like one. Like when I was growing up, I had multiple. Like I had like 4, 5 to 10 in the neighborhood, or 7, 8. But I had one friend that was kind of new to the group, that was kind of socially awkward. But bruh kind of like he was the youngest one, so he would kind of cling like a little bit. He would kind of cling. He had like a little brother effect, like, and that's why my mom always said, bro, you used to be very talkative because yeah, like you feel me? It's all like we said earlier, it's all relative. Like it's all relative. It could be ruined too. Like your expansiveness, your spirit we was talking about earlier, it could be ruined by who you hang with. Like, this is why it's very important to be picky. You gotta have a standard. Like, I got standards for what I look for in friends. From every phase, you feel me? I got standards. And I'm always working on them. Even with women and with friends, I'm always working on my standards because I know that um, it could get ugly. It just can. It just can. It's doing good. It's doing good. It's doing good. So far. So let me know. No screens. Where would you go if you had to meet? If somebody told you like right now you had to meet some friends. What's the first place you gonna go to meet some friends? It could either be on your phone or in person. Like, where you gonna go? Like, what you gonna do? You got an hour, or you got a couple hours to meet some new friends. And do you even want any friends right now? Do you even want any friends right now? I ain't gonna lie, I'm friend hunting right now. Somebody told me I shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be friend hunting, and you shouldn't be. Uh, yeah, but everybody not built like. Damn, I gotta think. Yeah, but everybody not built like me, so I be chilling. Yeah, but that's the thing about the game. Everybody not gonna. It's like everybody not going. I feel you though. I know where you coming from when you saying that because I be feeling like that too. But then when I say that, I'm aware now that that's coming from a place of insecurity. That's coming from a place of doubt. Because when you break that limit of like talking to more people, kind of like how me and you doing right now, it shows within itself that that statement not really true. It's true, but it's how you feel. But people are more like you than you're seeing. You just not talking to enough people to see that they all ain't shit. Like we all ain't we all the same. We just if you don't run it, it's like how we said earlier. It's relative. It's like if you are surrounded by nobody but a narcissist all day, then you gonna think you weird or something. They're gonna eventually say something that's gonna trick you into thinking something's wrong with you. Even if you get out of it later and be like, nah, ain't nothing wrong with me. Yeah, that could be true. I guess I'm going off old. Yeah, exactly. Like we all go off of old experience because that's all we got. We got to create the new ones, and that's what it be. The old experiences. Like my old experiences trash too, bro. Like because people ain't shit. So it's like in that regard, we got a fresh start because everybody gonna have bad experiences. Even my mentor talk about like, bro, I had to ditch all my old friends because my old friends was holding me back. Every time I would go get a girl, they'd be laughing that I get rejected, or they'll be hating, or they'll just do something that was goofy because they don't get no girls. So he had to start hanging with wolves, like people who get a lot of girls, or just be by yourself. And I see that that's the same with me too. Like when I went down south, it was like that. Like they can't help but to hate. They live in fear. You know what I'm saying? They can't do nothing. They can't even see. You know, it's against their nature. Like they live in that. So it's like even the best of them still fall victim to that. Like that hate and stuff got to be out of your blood. Like it got to be out of you because you got to be P. If you're not P, you're gonna do it. And sometimes even people who P be doing it. Well, when I say P, mean they get they get enough women to where they shouldn't be doing it, but they might do it. So that means you gotta really build, right? Because you gotta be prepared for even some of the top G's to still throw a little salt. But just knowing that, hey, it's not gonna be that bad from them. I'd rather hang with them, right? I'd rather hang with the people who ain't gonna do it at all. And this is why it's important to build all your game gotta be up because hey, if these friends act in this way, why can't you and that's another thing. If you're going off old experiences, like how I said earlier, that's kind of illegal because our mothers picked a random neighborhood and moved us in with a random food chain or block or whatever. And we had to do the best with what we had based on what our moms chose. Now, if it was up to you and you had money that your mom had, you probably would have moved to a city that fits you like a glove, and you would have fine tuned everything and picked the people who it brought out the best in you. Like me right now, I could use a cameraman. Like I got a friend already who kind of is a photographer. So like, but this ain't coming from I mean it kind of is because I still kind of live with you feel me, but it's like the information I got now I could build in a way where nobody can't say without me you wouldn't do XYZ. So my experiences now are of over 18 years old are way different than under because my mom was kind of at the butt of the joke and people don't realize you fall and sink to the to the level of who's driving the boat, like indirectly or directly in the spiritual realm. You know, this is why you can just hang with certain people and get good luck. Like you hanging with a winner, you hanging with a winner, and that's like the woman who dates bad guys and then they take that out on us. Don't you hate that? Like when a woman she been dating nothing but certain types of men, but she's gonna carry that with her, like a dagger in her heart. Every time she talk to a new guy, hey, the last guy did this, so you're gonna. That's how we do as men too. Sometimes we be like, dang, bro, my bros wasn't shit, bro. They used to laugh at me every time I used to talk to some women, bro. They wasn't even getting no women, but they was laughing at me. So then that you carry that over into your future. You bringing that those experiences into the future is dangerous because you might be talking to a real wolf, and the real wolf or potential wolf could have been more of a wolf, or y'all could have been wolfed up together if y'all just pushed beyond. So I just, it's crazy how it is. It's chemistry. You break it down to science, it's chemistry. You know, when you talking to people, you either talking to them in their present, their past, or their future, or who they want to be. So it's like, yeah, you talk to people and they're going off their past. It's tough because at that point, um, it's not who they are. It's kind of how they were raised. It's their traumas and stuff like that. But it's meant to be talked about. It's meant to be shadow worked about, journaled about. You know what I'm saying? Expressed, stuff like that. That's why I like poetry though, because you gotta express that. You feel me? Anything. Right now, I could be expressing like how my friends used to laugh, but I was the one who was smashing. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. 'Cause some of my friends was smashing though. Some of them, some of them mugs was smashing. Some of them, they just had to grow up. Some of them had to grow up. You speaking real facts. Yeah, bro. Uh, but like I'm really trying to work on the friend stuff myself because I spent so much time trying to learn how to get women the way I wanted to get them, and what ended up happening was I moved down south with my cousins, and I was making it all about women, which wasn't necessarily the it wasn't the it wasn't the wrong thing, but it was the wrong thing. Cause then it all only to find out that there's other elements to life besides women, which I already knew, but I didn't know to this degree that I know today. Cause sometimes you can be so focused on the prize that you're not looking at everything. And how you treat other men is just right above all the punani in the world, because women are subservient. They're women, like they fall short on certain things. Like us as men, we gotta be able to really respect one another, and it's not guaranteed that you gonna get that. Even if you look a man in his eyes and give him a firm hand, it doesn't. Sometimes it's not. It could be racism. It could be. Sometimes it's just not about to go that way. And knowing that, I understand the importance of working on my mouthpiece, working on my ability to just be like a stand up, respectable man. Like as far as like not kissing nobody ass or nothing, but just being a likable guy. I was listening. I don't know if you know who Owen Cook is. I think everybody know who this guy is. But the real social dynamics guy, Owen Cook. And so I'm watching this guy. He's giving massive game. Like I'm like, he been doing it for so long. He's talking about like if you invite four people or say I meet a couple people, all guys, whatever, and I invite them out on a hike, and I invite them out on a hike. We all at the place, and everybody's just kind of chaotic, just walking around, talking to each other, whatever. And then I show up. You know what I'm saying? And I invited these people out, but I'm showing up, right? And when I get there, um, he was showing how the social dynamics break down, right? So he was showing, and I wrote this in my notes, is under ways I can be. So just like talking to women, talking to men, it's game. Like it's not always what meets the eye. You don't always know whether someone's running game or they're just um being real. Like most of this conversation me and you having, I'm really just kicking it, chopping it, just organic. But if I decided to throw some game in there, you might not know it was game. You might not know your defenses. It might not matter to you. Really, you might not even care because most men, it's not even. We really. It's none of our business whether at what percentage of game you're running or whether you're just uh because it doesn't take anything away. In fact, it adds value for you to be conscious enough and caring enough and diplomatic enough and skillful enough to bring value to the table like that. So I think when we hear the word game, it has a negative connotation based off how females feel about the word game. But um, and game can be sinister and evil depending on what your intentions are with the charm and stuff that you're giving off. Right? You can be Hitler. You can in your mind you could be like propagandizing your game. So you could have a horrible intent. Or I'm a smash his sister. I'm a smash his mom. But I'm just running game on him, and really I want to do all this evil stuff. But all in all, as men, we have a sportsmanship where it doesn't matter what the next man's intentions is. We do care a lot about the next man's intentions, but if someone decides to bring game to the table, that's just what they doing, bro. They shooting the ish, bro. They just jive talk, they're being charismatic, and sporty, uh, that's cool for the most part. And so the guy on Cook was like, bro, I'm gonna read what you said too, bro. But Owen Cook just was like, if I'm at the place, the hike, and I invite everybody out, there's a way I can be. And it's called, I gotta kind of look, I ain't gonna lie, because I have been away from this file for a long time. And it's in my notes, and it's very beautiful how it works. I think it's called devilment or something. It's a way I could be. Um, if you think about the ways you can be with a woman, it'll be like sexy, sexual, sensual, dirty, kinky, naughty, sweet, charming, dominant. There's ways you can be. This is a different part of the game than making her laugh, blush, and smile and stuff like that. That's not ways I'm being. In a way, it is, but more so that's ways I'm trying to make her be. But I can be ways like sensual. Sensual, the word is in the word, sense. So 5 senses. Touch, smell, da 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 da. So being sensual could just be me spraying cologne on myself. That's being sensual. It could be me taking a shower and smelling real good when she come. It could be the way I'm touching her skin. It could be even sniffing a girl hair. That's a form of sensual. You know what I'm saying? Telling her how she looks. You look so good that this and that. That's sensual. Telling her how you think she would taste or something like that. It's sensual because it has to do with the taste, the hearing, your voice sounds so sexy. Da 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 da. That's sensual. All the 5 senses. You got sexual, which by definition means to anything that has to do with sex. So me being sexual could just be simply bringing the conversation closer towards sex and slipping it in there by saying something like, yeah, I would, like how you said earlier, you said, I would never, I can't smash your girl unless we got something in common. So me and her could be talking about books, then talking about Chinese food, then talking about basketball. Then I'm like, yo, I love women that play basketball. Wait. I love women that play volleyball. They be the thickest women in the world. Or you can talk about showers, and then I'll talk about how, I love when a woman hair is wet when she get out the shower. Or something about, because I'm slowly dousing the conversation into sexuality. But I could be freaky, like I said, dirty, naughty, all these different things. By definition, they all are different, and that's why you have to take it amongst yourself to define it to yourself so that you can, and this is the part that it takes longer. For me, every part of the game is like overnight and kind of easier to start to pick up and learn. But that's the part of it that takes a little bit more psychological effort. But once you get it down, I feel like it broadens your horizons because older women and more mature people really love that. You know, to where as though like 18, 19, it's more about making her laugh, making her blush, these little things, brightening up her day with the little things, whatever. So when it comes to hunting and gathering, it's more so about getting as many women and many options as you can get that are legal. But when you get as many options that you can get, it's like you got to know what to bring out for what type of woman you dealing with. So that's a whole different uh, thing, right? But it's the same thing with guys. When it comes to social circles, if I pull up to the hike that the event that we're supposed to be hiking at Mountain Giant or whatever we call it, the hiking giant or whatever the mountain's called, and we're supposed to be meeting there on Saturday. And I invite three of the guys out, or five or seven of the guys out. They all out there joking around and stuff. But I come there, and what my mind is to be myself, first of all, obviously. But in that flow and energy, you may want to look at ways you can be. And one of the ways is, let me see. See, I love looking at ways I can be because ways I can be is a little bit more sly than everything else. And to me, it has the most depth and character. See, game is about depth and character. It's not about just doing some pickup line. It's about doing the thing that people can't realize what you just did, but they love what you just did. But they can't really realize how and what you just did. But they know that by you doing that, you just added immense value to everybody. So I'm gonna go into ways I could be under my friends thing. So let me see. Friends, scroll down. Ways I can be right here. One of them is thoughtful. I don't know who's in here. I'm gonna read your comments still, but thoughtful. Even me saying I'm gonna read your comments still. That's being thoughtful. That's a form of a way I can be. I can be thoughtful. If I wanna, if I know I got a friend and my friend says that he loves basketball, and I'm thinking, or my friend says he loves food, right? And I'm thinking, dang, I want to kind of, I want to go out with my friend. I want to go somewhere, but I don't know where to go. But I say, yo, I know he loves food, so let me ask him if you want to go to Chipotle, right? That's being thoughtful towards the friend. That's doing that. You know what I'm saying? But what Owen Cook taught me, he taught me one of the ways I could be, and it's called I named it rascality. Rascal rascal I don't even know how to say this word. Rascality. One of them is outgoing, one of them is thankful, one of them is uh embraceful, one of them is confident, one of them is um, comment throwing when you're just throwing out comments. One of them is a sense of humor. One of them, I got different connective. I could even put merger in there because merger is like when you're merging two people together. So say I meet a friend, I meet another friend. Hey yo, John, did you meet Mike? You know what I'm saying? Y'all seem like y'all got the same type of vibe. Y'all would be cool, blah blah blah. I'm merging them. They never met each other. They in the same spot, but they don't know each other. So now I'm the merger, and they won't forget that I'm the merger subconsciously. They might forget, they might not pay conscious attention, but what did that do? That boosts me somehow. That boosts me makes me the life of the party. That's game. Yo, Mike, meet Larry, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Larry, I'm gonna read both your comments. Nothing's really keeping me from making friends. Nothing at all. It's the fact that I have been slowed up in general. Like I have been when I was down south, I literally had multiple options. Like, you know what I'm saying, of females and a plethora of options of male friends. Like there was never any um obstacle but myself because I didn't necessarily know how to utilize. So here's the thing: you'll always go only as far as you like how we were saying earlier about like your if you your past can ruin your present. Like you know the way your past treated you, certain people didn't really treat you the way you think that you deserve because you just wasn't good at game. Like when I'm talking about games right now, like you gotta understand that like how to kick people out. Like you gotta learn how to manage people. That's really what it is. Really, like with me, like I allow people to sit in my presence for too long, and over time, that kind of crushed my spirit with people. So you develop almost indirect or in unconscious bitterness. Like, hey, bro, I'm not about to waste another year. You know what I'm saying? Being debated by a friend or being hated on secretly or any of that. Like, you're just not gonna do it, bro. If you love yourself in the slightest smither, you're not gonna go do it. Because it's one thing for a woman to play with you, but for another man to do it, it's just almost like a life or death thing. Like, so you're not even gonna play like that. You know what I'm saying? I hope you feel me on that, brother. Like it's just like as men, we just don't got. Life is limited in years. Like people dying every day. You're not about to let people just like you're not about to let after 18. You're not about to let like under 18 stuff come into the picture. Because if you value life, then you know, like, bro, it's 24 hours in a day. I can't even give you a penny. And then we got narcissistic family members and stuff. So we really gotta focus on them and how we gonna handle those closer things before we even ever um invite some you feel me? Invite some you can't invite no loser and like we ain't inviting no losers. You feel me? Because yeah, that's how that's gonna go. Because all the stuff we talked about today, the health, the a lot of people ain't like how you said. It's a fact what you said though. Like a lot of people ain't built. They ain't built for my future. They built for my past. They ain't built for the present or the future. And like I said, everybody not gonna be meet my standards and stuff like that. But those the people who gonna be on the back burner. I'm not saying I'm not gonna say what's up. You feel me? But you might not get my Instagram. You might not go. You might not get to certain other things that are. You might not get to other certain things that that are valuable to me and closer to me. Like you might not know where I live. You might not know, just information. And one thing people hate not having this information. They hate not being able to be at that party. They hate not be, I can't get in because what? Why? Because you Judas. You not. You the Judas to Jesus. You the person who and secretly you want what I got. You don't even care about me for real. For real. Like you feel me? Like that's crazy. But it get like that. So me having the eyes of discernment, I'm not even playing. Like I done been watching so many documentaries and stuff on people. Like I know that hate is an unfathomable thing. Like people cannot control it. You feel me? So and like you said, when you know you've been around people in real life and you feel how it feels. Like bro, I got so much potential. Bro, imagine me letting a nigga hate on me for uh years. Like that's not even manly for me. That's not even I wouldn't even respect myself because it's not manly. You know, if somebody do it, you can't stop them. You can't stop somebody from seeing that you is that guy and they really just don't like it. You can't stop it, but you can stop people from having access to you, man. If you don't stop it, you're not a man. You can't be a man because that's not something a man would ever do. Man got boundaries, you know. Man got standards. Like, okay, you like you fooled me once, shame on you. You fooled me twice, I can't put the blame on you. That's really what that is all together. But that's what the whole having game thing is for. In the reality, is all for one taking responsibility, saying, "Well, yeah, my friends did do this and that, do this and do that." Not all of them. They're not all evil. They're not all the same. But the ones who even did, let me make sure I'm not the problem ever, and have game, meaning not um, let me be able to show the best parts of me when I do make new friends. Because I always now want to make sure when someone walks away or does anything corrupt that they know they really messed up. And that's not out of spite either. That's just out of, if anything, humility. See, people do things, two people could do the same thing out of two different places. I'm not being reactive. You feel me? Reactive is, oh man, these, my old friends did this to me. I gotta get like, I don't feel like that. I feel like I just love myself. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm doing everything I'm doing out of, dang, you mean tell me I wasted all this time dealing with this? And I could have been really up here? Oh man, I do hate y'all for that. But guess what, man? It is what it is, bro. Like I'm just gonna keep, I'm just eyes forward. I'm focused on what I could do to love myself. I don't really care about nobody because when I know that, man, when life is over with, it's probably gonna be better. Because every time you remove somebody out your life is better, whether you love them or not. This is my experience. Like whether you, cause when you sleep, bro, and you sleep and you're like, bro, this is like I'm in outer space right now. Like sometimes sleep feel that good when you could, or when you're alone or meditate. I don't know. Like it's certain moments, or maybe when you high, you feel like, man, I don't need nobody. Like, and it's like pure bliss. Like I don't need nobody. Like I don't need no company. It's the best feeling in the world. So I just know that yes, it feel good to link up with people. Yes, it feel good to have people around you. But man, self love is a different type of drug. Where like winning and being able to have a family and being able to, that's a different type of high. Where it's nothing like it. Having people, being able to look in the mirror and be like, bro, I did this, bro, I'm good. Um, And like I said, life is your own expectation. So knowing what you expect out of yourself will cleanse up a lot of this gray area because when you know what you want out of life, which I know, like for me, I just want a standard life. Like it don't gotta be rich. Like I do want rich, but it don't gotta be that. It could just be an apartment. It could just be something better than what I got right now. It could just be an upgrade. And I could live in a regular place and just stack, stack, stack. Like I'm that guy, bro. I don't need too much. I just need privacy, alone time, meditation. I just need fruits. I don't even gotta eat no, nothing crazy. Like, yes, I will get bored. I'll probably buy a video game, chill out. I'm a regular guy, bro. I do not need I do not need nothing, bro. I'm just a self-loving individual. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, another way you could be is hosting. I'm gonna answer your other question. I think you asked another question, but hosting is thorough. Like, I did this. I was in this. I was hosting before when I one time when I had moved to another neighborhood, and my old friends from my other neighborhood had came over to this house, and I just remember my house looked a little bit nicer, and I was just kind of moving around and showing them the house and like, yeah, y'all want something to drink, da da da. And I was being in this type of hosting, um, or a tour guide type of um, spirit. And I remember the look on my friend's face was like, man, bro, really, he really that guy, because just off of the way he's being in this situation, most guys would be kind of like stiff and not really loose about it. Like I'm like, bro, what y'all want something to eat like that? And I was, so I noticed that they really liked that I was being that way. Yeah, what time is 3 o'clock? And my back just hurt, and I think it's psychological because I tried to put that back brace on and it didn't really. I gotta figure that out tomorrow. But, yeah, bro. Yeah, my back was killing me. Yeah, bro. But the other question was yeah, I am getting the attention they was seeking. Ain't like that. What you mean by that, my guy? You was getting the attention they were seeking? Yeah, but not yeah. I don't. Nothing keeping me from having the friends because I be on Bumble every day, and I send them to my phone. You know what I'm saying? And so uh, once 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 we on the text, you feel me? I'm um I'm seeing if they got the whip, and the ones who got the whip, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we could link up, kick it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. That's all. Nothing really stopping it though. It was my own not knowing really. Like during COVID, I feel like I kind of like my mind was different than it was before COVID. Like my mind was different. Like I was in a whole different headspace, bro. Like, Yeah, I still lay here. Oh shoot. We got somebody pretty in here. What's going on with you? How your night going? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Ain't you from Chicago? You one of them Chirac girls, ain't you? Oh no, I'm great. I'm just you. I'm a little tired. How it feel to be from Chicago? Like I know it's normal to you and stuff like that, but like how do I know? I think I looked at your Facebook. I think we met on Facebook. Go to sleep is decent. So you telling me to go to sleep and saying that Chicago decent in the same sentence? I think nah. I think we met on Facebook and then we uh we became YouTube friends. But I be watching some of your videos for sure. I might watch you. I might see. I ain't. I be watching you and stuff. But like, what would you say your videos is like like if you had to name it, if someone said what type of videos do you make? If someone said what type of videos do you make, what would you say? Like, is it spiritual? And I want to ask you how old you is too, if that's not too much information to upload. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So what would you say to uplift a man like? And how old is you? Okay. So okay, I thought okay. So you 26. So you not young. You young, but you not young. And bring them closer to God. What if they not? What if they not religious? What if they atheists? You still want to bring them closer to God? If I'm atheist and I need you to uplift me, you got any advice for somebody like that? That's okay. No, LOL. I'll have to pray on it to get it. I have to pray on it to get it. I'm just saying. Oh, you gave your life to God at 18. Okay. That was a little minute ago. And so you stayed loyal the whole time. Yeah, I know some people who be kind of Now, I know some people who be kind of, they be just part-time believers and stuff like that. So, like, it always made me think, like, why some people are able to, like, commit fully, and a lot of people have, like, this clandestine spirit. Like, they just want to just do it just when they want to do it when they're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But then they just part time. Like, crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Now let's talk about relationships. Are you down to talk about relationships right now? Because you say you uplift men and women. But like, you cannot go to God when it's like you're supposed to go to him every day. Yeah. Yeah, every day. Like, I think that's more of just a discipline problem though, but it's tricky because it's like, I don't know, it's a tricky thing. Uh but yeah, nah, so uh now you be going live too. I be seeing you be going live. I feel like you be going live. I don't know. Nah, but like, all right, so we talking about relationships. It's like, do you feel like, see, I don't miss all the pretty action. That's crazy. No, but if we talk about relationships, it's like, do you feel like guys should have a roster? I know we believe in God and stuff like that, but oh, that's on them. That's on them. Is that what you're saying? That's not none of my business. That's their business. I was talking to some girl. She was like, okay, so a roster, so a roster is, so let me give you like a real life scenario. So when I was living down south, um, basically a roster is like a schedule. Like if I'm a football coach and I have like a team and I have like 1 through 10 or maybe 1 through 5 or whatever, and I have a couple women on that roster, and it's it's like, this is like everybody's talking about it this nowadays, like having a roster and stuff like that. And it's like, that's just the question. Do you believe that that's because some women don't like it. They don't like it. They feel like, hey, I was talking to this other girl and she was like, hey, well, at what point do you cut off all your other girls, type deal? And I'm like, well, why would I cut off all my other girls? Because it's like, you gonna have to show me why I should ever do that. And I'm trying to see because it's like every girl think different. So it's like you may not even so you still talk to other girls when you're dating. Exactly. Um, do I still talk to other girls when I'm dating? Yeah, like the thing is dating. Um, so I'm never not meeting women. Yeah, no, I'm never not meeting women. So like I believe that it's 24 hours in a day, and it's every day is every day. So if it's every day is every day, then you should never not be living your best life every day. And if you're living your best life, 9 times out of 10, you're running into pretty Natalie. You're running into girls that are pretty, like Natalie. And when you run into girls like Natalie, you know, it's a good chance that you might, flirt, because they say it's really healthy to flirt. It's not necessarily in I'm giving facts right now. They say it's healthy to flirt. They saying that that's something that comes out of you just organically when you're healthy. And so if that's what you're doing, then chemistry will be, you know, organic. It will come and there ain't nothing nobody could do about it. So yeah, that's like the step before the relationship. Cause for me, once you're on my roster, see, for me, relationship and roster is the same thing. Where there's no roster, there's no relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's business because the energy gotta be preserved. Cause why would I give my energy to this girl when uh this girl ain't returning the energy? She a thief, she robbing me of my energy. I'm 27. I'll be 28 next month. But I learned through life like people will do that. And so it's like you have to be slicker than a can of grease, you know what I'm saying? So it's like uh yeah, it's phases to relationships. I also study dating coaching, so that's probably why. Like if you wondering why am I going so deep on it, it's because I study dating coaching. So yeah, it's like I was taught that when you first open up a conversation with somebody, there's already um we already started a relationship. Yeah, I be trying to navigate through different. I'm still trying to find. I'm not trying to. I know what I like to talk about, but it's like sometimes I feel a little guilty because I'd be like, well, you talking, you talking this way. I don't never want to be a hypocrite, but in the same token, it's like I feel like we're all our own people. Yeah, every day is crazy. It's like, how can I do this every day? And I feel like some days you just not supposed to even try. Like it's like some days it's like art. You know what I'm saying? It's like art. It's like some days I'm about to look at it and be like, okay, let me skip today. Let me not even let me not fool myself because my whole energy will be facing towards how I'm gonna do it, but really, and then some days it's okay, just push through it. I don't even care if it come out. I don't even care if I don't get no likes. I don't care if it get no nothing. I'm just about to just push. You know, yeah. Nah, but yeah, you. So you are you saying like are you single? Like you got like how's your day in life going? Like, but you seem like a cool person. Like we just kicking it, and I'm just like, yeah, staying consistent is the key though. Like that is really, yeah, it is the key. They ask you if you're single, or they ask you how your day in life going. Cause you told me you 26. And yeah, nah, you told me you 26. So like when I hear that, I'm like, that's a good age. Like that's a real. So you be outside in Chicago, and guys be like, "Are you single?" Okay, okay. So you was just 25. Okay, 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 okay. Yes, I be dang. Yeah, I forgot y'all Chicagoans talk like that. Nah, y'all funny, man. Y'all is funny, bro. Y'all is funny, bro. See, we don't know nothing about Chicago. Okay. See, I'm from around New York. I'm like close to. Like, I ain't gonna say like you feel me, 'cause they be watching and stuff like certain. You know, you know. I ain't even mean to put your business out there like that, but you probably don't. Probably don't. You probably different. Because really, so you don't like pizza puffs and stuff. I never heard of pizza puffs before. I ain't even gonna lie. It sounds like something that is highly addicting. Nah, nah, bruh. She said they fire. Dang, I ain't gonna lie. Pizza puffs. Nah. Hmm. Hmm. One day we gonna have to go live together. One day, and you might have to drop your Instagram. But nah, I don't. You know, I'm a traveler. Like I'm a traveler. Like pretty soon I'm gonna be traveling and stuff. So I'm a yeah, it's cool to know people, in places and stuff like that. Like if I'm ever sliding through Chicago, like, oh, I know pretty Natalie. I was gonna ask you that too, like you read my mind. I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna ask you that, but yeah, no, I'm a Leo. My birthday is next month. Okay, okay. My my I'm about to say best friend, but that don't sound too masculine. Now my homie growing up though, like my homie, like my closest bro, he was a Cancer, and I feel like y'all. Yeah, that don't sound. I ain't saying that, but uh, I heard that the Cancer is like somewhat sensitive. Now I'm not getting sensitive from you. Now I don't know you yet too much, but never know. You might cry. You know, we all cry, but okay. So, but it SW. Um, it's I'm trying to see what SW mean, but it depends on that person. I don't cry over everybody. Oh, but you a lover girl though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'm scared of, I ain't gonna lie. Like, no, I ain't gonna say that. That don't sound masculine either. And the connection we had, I didn't mean to put. Oh, okay. Of course. But I understand that though. Like, yeah, nah, when a woman really got a connection with a guy, it's like, yeah, in a whole different I feel like it's deep, you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all really there. It's like, and I ain't gonna say the words I'm scared because that's not masculine, but it's just yeah, nah, when it comes to love, I ain't playing with that. I ain't playing with that. Exactly. Now, if I'm there with you, yeah, I'ma cry. But if I'm not there, I won't cry. So you saying if you here with me, you're gonna cry. If you're not here, um, about what? Wait, what you mean? Like if what happened depends on what you do. Oh, I see what you're saying. If you're here is in metaphysically, not physically, but like if you're emotionally here with me, if we're in a certain, like if you say something to me, I see what you're saying. You'll take it more. It'll just be a little bit. See, but I be watching you sometime on YouTube, and it's hard to kind of like. I feel like to figure you out. Obviously we can't figure nobody out through the internet, like just off of. Like, you gotta really know people to know, like, nah, like I'm saying, like, nah, like, you have a mysteriousness to you. Like, I don't really know just by watching you, like I just don't know, like whether you're sensitive or not. Like I can't really um yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like I'm getting that you're not showing it, like, but it's also no reason to, you know what I'm saying? When you doing YouTube, there's no reason to show, you know, that, you know, you doing business, you know, you doing your thing. It's no reason to show those layers, you know what I'm saying? Or something you don't mean, yeah, I'm gonna cry, but I'm only crying because I don't want to hurt you. Ooh. So my best bet is to cry. You watch me. Okay, so but okay, so you're crying because you don't want to hurt me. Mm. So yeah, I don't see that other side. People told me to cry in front of camera. I said that's crazy. What they gonna do for me through tissue? So people, so you had people tell you to cry. You had people tell you to cry on camera, and and so it was a moment. It had to be a moment where it was you was talking about something that was sensitive to you, and hmm, yeah, I mean, yeah, nah, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, nah. Bubbly Besties 156. How are you doing lives? I've got 647 and I can't do any. What you mean you can't do? You can't go live? Nah, but yeah, crying don't really, you know, that's something that you do off the, you know, can't let people see the weak spots and all that. Yeah, I can't go live. Yeah, nah, just nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've been able to go live from the beginning, I think. That's crazy. Nah, but yeah, a lot of women don't want guys to see their weak spots. It's like that's not, yeah. Nah, but I understand that. I don't bash those who do cry, but I'm not doing that. Yeah, yeah. Nah, but it certainly gives mysteriousness to you. Cause like the funny thing is, it's just cause you don't cry doesn't mean we don't see that you are, you know, sensitive. No, wait, hold on. No, I didn't. I couldn't tell. Really, I couldn't tell that you told me you was a Cancer, and that's what kind of gave me the rite of passage to say that. But when it comes to emotion, when it comes to people who are emotional due to their sign, it's, in my opinion, it's a little bit different than being emotional, um just for some people, their sign ain't even that, but they just like in their feelings. And they're in their feelings because something happened to them in their life. They're not in their feelings because they're naturally like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like two different reasons for people to go into their feelings. You could organically just be that type of person, or you could be trauma, you know what I'm saying? You could be traumatized, and then now you just, every time something happens, you just triggered by something. And I think it's a subtle difference between being a Cancer and, it's different, right? Because for y'all, I feel like it's more so y'all are protective over your uh like friend groups, and it could come across as like dominant, or it could come across as like uh almost controlling. Are you controlling, Natalie? We are loving, caring, very nurturing. And I'm not saying controlling like that. Like, I'm not saying controlling like boyfriend. Cause I feel like, hmm, nah, I'm not saying that, but I don't. That's the thing about like women, like you just don't know, because I'm not judging, but I'm just saying you just don't know. Like I feel like some women will, you just would not know until it's too late. like you would know, and then next thing you know, they not telling you what to do, but they're seducing you in such a way where now you using that emotionality to make me feel guilty. Oh, I thought you were supposed to come home at this time, and da, da, da. But I feel like if you just talk to me, if you just told me, like if you just, I like women that communicate. I feel like that's the sexiest thing in the world. Just to be able to talk in a way that is verbally, you know what I'm saying? Like it's verbally it's not, I feel like today it's not common for women to be not emotional. And I'm like, be like, cause they're not supposed to be. Like, y'all are organically emotional. Y'all are organically. This is what my vlog was about earlier when I said, women are organic. That's y'all side of nature. Like, that's where y'all come from. And we can't even be mad at that. See, nowadays they got it to where men are getting mad at it, and that's feminizing the man, because you can't even be mad at it. You're not supposed to be mad at it. You're supposed to accept it. Um, exactly. But I cry over the littlest thing. Then people be judging. That's why I don't say nothing. But what you mad at, though, that's weird. Yeah, yeah, that is weird. Yeah, they be mad at it. They be mad because they thinking like, hey, it can trigger them by the woman being something that they're not used to handling, which is an emotional woman. That is weird though. It is weird, but it's like that's what's missing too. So it's like balance. Like, the guy has to know how to behave when the woman's in her feelings, but the woman got to know how to behave when the man's in his feelings, because this is like the new generation of dating. Like, back in the traditional way was the man is never in his feelings. See, in the world we live in, men be in their feelings. Well, males, not men. Cause for a woman to get me in my feelings, bro, she gonna have to be doing a lot. Yeah, yeah. Now I like that you said that. I like that you said that, because it's true. It is little boys. In your relationships, have you really liked any little boys? Anybody who you really liked, but you felt like, man, this guy's a little boy, but I really like him. And how traumatizing was that experience? Because I'm just assuming that's what that was. Yeah. 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 Very bad. And this was when you was younger, I'm guessing. Now you're 26. And now you're at an age where you're like, man, I don't want that. Yeah, no, that's something that so in these males, did you feel like it was what was the main thing that they would do? If you had to name the behavior, what was the main thing that was like, man, these guys are some losers? And did you love these guys? Do you feel like you loved these guys? None for real. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, I was in love posting them, writing them love letters. Yeah. Yeah. And they were little boys. That was my man. So of course I'm gonna post them. Yeah. Yeah, nah, facts. It's given. I gotta go. And that's what I did. Yeah. Yeah, it was given I gotta go and stuff like that. These guys were not so you're saying they was not a fit. And so like yeah, now I understand, you know what I'm saying? A lot of guys they don't have the spine to understand what a woman not only wants, but what a woman needs, you know? It's just not their norm, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. Yeah, it gotta be your norm. It gotta be your norm. So this is why I promote talking to multiple women. And I know people are gonna think that that's not good. Like, hey, why are you doing this? You know, that's making things worse. Da, 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 da. But you need a real man. The only way to get a real man, these guys gotta be real men. And the only way for them to be real men, they gotta have experience. Know how to treat women. The less women that you talk to, you're just going to just not know what you're doing. It's just crazy. It's just like you said, it's consistency. It's the same thing with that too. It's like that's why I said I ain't playing with no girl heart, bro. I ain't doing it. That's just something that you just gotta know, but don't do it. Don't do it. The accuracy rate is at 100. Every time you do that, it's gonna come with something. So you gotta respect women. I'm saying respect women. Respect go a long way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You like to cook? I'm a vegetarian, by the way, but like I'm a vegetarian, but I really started around the pandemic. So around the pandemic, that's when I started to tighten up. But I'm about to become a breatharian. Mhm. Yeah. Like I felt like the United States of America played with my health. They tried to play with all of our health. And I'm back with a vengeance because I just can't allow uh, anybody on God's green earth. I can't. I had to take drastic measures. You know what I mean? And at first, I started off as just a vegetarian. You know, I started incorporating more greens and stuff. You feel me? Like more greens and stuff. And then I said, yo, this ain't really doing what I need. So then I got on the fruits. I'm like, okay, these is okay. Now I'm getting healthier, stronger. My memory strengthened, everything getting right. So I learned that the fruits had immense value. And still to this day, that's my favorite thing to eat. Fruits. But um it's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Nah, but I'm about to just start going live almost. I don't know if it's gonna be. It's really not gonna be every day, but yeah, I'm gonna start going live because I feel like this kind of the cheat code. Okay, yeah, 3 a.m. You tired? Oh nah, you a night owl. Don't tell me you be up all night. What you be doing up? I ain't gonna lie, I like women that's different, like that do stuff that's just different. Like every day. Why do you do that every day? Then you wake up early. So like 11. I ain't gonna lie. Because I took my classes. Nah, that's extra early. I ain't gonna lie. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Like, so if I was like, so I'm trying to like really imagine this. So like, if you was like
with a guy and he goes to sleep right now, you're gonna go to sleep at 5. And then when he wakes up, you're gonna be up. uh, yo. So when he wakes up, he's gonna look at you. Say, nah, that's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta either go to Chicago or I just gotta meet you because I gotta know. Cause I know like the rappers and stuff, like y'all made a crazy y'all made a crazy impact on like the world, like to the point where like I wasn't even really trying to listen to Chief Keef like that. But my people in my neighborhood, like y'all don't have every single rapper come out of there. And so y'all have a stigma now. Y'all now have a stigma. Like y'all did way too much within that margin of time. Cause I could just imagine growing up in Chicago and it was like, okay, like today I was sleeping. Like during the day, like nap type sleepy. You look like you like to cuddle too. I just feel like you a lover girl. Yo, yeah, that's crazy. So you just nah, I'm gonna watch one of your videos before I go to sleep. I'm gonna look and be like, okay. Cause I gotta put the face with the stuff you saying. Like, I love to cuddle. Hmm. Like I ain't gonna lie. I'm in this like dream like space right now where it's like I don't know. Yeah, I'm in like this dream space right now. Cause I kind of like I don't know. I don't know. I'm in this dream space. Are you into health? Like how do you feel about health? Like Like, do you like care or think about health like on a week to week basis? Like, what's like if you had to say anything, I work out every day. Okay, what type of workouts? I think about it every day. Okay, okay. Walking is a very great workout. Extremely great. I feel like it's like such a obvious one that people don't, they try to just, but nah, walking is something that I really cherish. I'd be like, hey, I just walked around the house a couple times today, not in the house, but around the house. It's walking thing on YouTube. It's a walking thing on YouTube. Let me give you some game. Do you breathe through your mouth or do you breathe through your nose? And not just when you're talking and just living your day-to-day life, but when you're working out or walking. Okay, I got some tape, literally. And this is what I learned during COVID. See, I took COVID and it scared me because I felt like during COVID was like the time, like it showed me literally like, hey, you can, like, people are dying like at a rapid rate. So I got some tape right here. I just got this like yesterday or whatever. But literally, I'm about to sleep with this on my mouth. You feel me? Like, and so it's somebody I listen to. This all got to do with health. You feel me? It all got to do with health. It's called Oxygen Advantage. You could just type it up on YouTube, Oxygen Advantage. And it tells you about the importance of breathing through your nose while you're asleep, even when you're asleep. Like when you sleep in the morning, like all day. And one of the ways to learn it is by taping your mouth. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm so serious. It's the the law number one to life is self-preservation. It stems back to yoga and everything. We supposed to be nose breathers. Like all species on Earth breathe through their nose. But humans, because of society, they kept a secret from us. It's that, so we'll end up breathing out our mouth. This is why when you talk a lot, like I'm doing right now, you start to feel weaker because you're not preserving your oxygen. The oxygen is supposed to stay inside of you, or it's supposed to breathe in and out through your nose. And the hairs in your nose humidify the oxygen. So the air, you know how they pollute the air? It can't affect you if you're breathing through your nose. But if you're a mouth breather, you're more likely to die. or get sick or just ruin your health in general. And so you'll be surprised when I started taping my mouth, it started changing my life. It made me more conscious. It made me, matter of fact, I'm about to type in the benefits to that on Google because I'm about to sleep with this tape on my mouth. No cap. I'm about to start making more vlogs about it too, like, and doing breath work because it's like it's a lot of this stuff that the foods, you feel me? That's really what I was talking about earlier in this live too. It's like the foods we eat, it's all touch, you feel me? So like getting sunlight, is different ways we could eat besides food. So I'm on like a whole journey this because the name of the game is to find out the ways that people can't violate you. If I own the world and I'm touching the food, I'm touching this, I'm touching that, I'm distorting everything. I'm making sure that you're not really getting your best of anything. But when you can do alternatives, not saying that you're never gonna eat again, because breatharians even eat like every once in a while, twice a week or something. But it'd be like little, it might be like a fruit here and there. But they understand the breath. The health is all in the breath. It's all in the air. It's all in the oxygen. But health benefits to being a nose breather. Let's see.
Nose breathing is more beneficial than mouth breathing. Breathing through your nose can help filter out dust and allergens, boost your oxygen uptake, and humidify the air you breathe in. Mouth breathing, on the other hand, can dry out your mouth.
Let's see.
Breathing through your nose is a great way to improve lung and brain function. When you breathe through your nose, you breathe more slowly, allowing your lungs more time to expand than when you breathe through your mouth.
All I know is when I breathe through my nose, I could think better. I could think clear. I'm just smarter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff goes deep. I don't know why. Does breathing through your nose increase oxygen levels?
Nasal breathing keeps air in your lungs longer than mouth breathing and provides up to 20% more oxygen in your bloodstream at any given time. Nasal breathing also warms the air by as much as 40 degrees before it gets to the lungs. This is especially important in cold weather.
It filter out foreign particles. Nasal hairs filter out dust, allergens, and pollen, which helps prevent them from entering your lungs. It produces nitric oxide. During nasal breathing, your nose releases nitric oxide. which means it helps to widen blood vessels. This can help improve oxygen circulation in the body. Increases airflow. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I might be sleep till too. That's a fact. It do vary. Like sometimes I do go to sleep around this time, and still, cause I might only need like 6 hours. 6 minutes. Nah, it is. It is. Like I don't think I'll be waking up. Like, but then again, you know how we YouTubers, so even if that happens, even if we gotta wake up at 2, it's for us it's regular because just make a YouTube video or 2 or 3 or 4, you know. Yeah, it's still good. Like we just be entrepreneurs. Like we just like there's no wrong answer. That's really why I'm up right now. Like I'm like, let me go ahead and just I just live way too long though. I don't think this is even a average live. Yeah, I'm about to hop off this. I'm about to. Yeah, like I'm doing too much because in all reality, it is very nice talking to you too. You know, it's good that you stopped in and whatnot because I needed some pretty Natalie in my life tonight. You know, but yeah, nah, this time is crazy because I know I'm not watching nobody live for that long, but I'm about to go ahead and end this. I think before I go to sleep, I'm gonna watch one of your videos so I can put a face to the words, get more of a feel for you. And this is alive. So, I don't gotta post it. I don't think. That earlier I was having conversation. I was having dialogue like about like me and my boy No Screens. We was chopping it up, and now my face not in the camera, so yeah, it's a long. It's too long. It's 3 hours, so I'm gonna post it, but um, I'm gonna post it, but if I wake up and it's still uploaded, I'm gonna feel crazy. So it's just that's the only thing. But if I wake up and it's uploaded, then you know what I'm saying. I'm all about that. Like I'm all about just uploading. Like if it's gonna upload, I'm cool. But if it's just sitting there, I'm like, yo. So I'm about to go ahead and just post this and see. But I'm probably go live tomorrow. So every weekend, if not every other day, definitely every weekend. So, all right, I'm out of here. Much love, much love, much love, much love.